My name's Alex Rodriguez, reminding you,
You don't need a contractor, you need a team of pros. Hey, what's up guys? Alex with Bay Cities Construction. Welcome to the Construction Show. Today I want to share with you a beautiful bathroom that we just finished in Torrance. And the reason that this bathroom is so special is because it's a modern bathroom. We use some literally brand new tile that is trending this year, sourced at MSI, and I want to share with you this bathroom. It has some really cool features. It's got a separate tub, separate shower deal. We reconfigured the whole thing, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So check it out. Hey guys, Alex with Bay Cities Construction here. Welcome to the show. This is episode 41, and it's we titled it Bathroom Remodel in Torrance, but there's some really cool features about this bathroom remodel, and if you're considering doing a bathroom remodel, you may learn something new. So let's get into it. If you didn't catch our previous episode 40, we talked about tall and skinny homes in the South Bay. So we've had some earthquakes lately, and if you're considering doing a house bolt down, or if you want to learn more about bolting down your house, if you live in a tall and skinny, check out that episode, because it has a lot of really good information, and you can watch the replay on Facebook or YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, like it and share it. It's kind of really cool. It's a really cool experience when you're interacting. So if you have any comments you want to post below, we always respond to them, even if it's after the show. Brian or I will always give you a response on your comments, and it makes the show interactive and fun. So please do so. By the way, we just had an earthquake, right? So it's really relevant. We put together a new episode that deals with earthquakes and bolting down the house and all that good stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, please do. Have that earthquake at midnight this week. So if you're catching on the replay, we'll post a comment. We'll post a link to the show. So check it out. All right, tonight we're talking bathroom remodeling. We're going to talk about some tips. We're going to talk about some of the features of this Torrance bathroom remodel, and we're going to cover it in some detail. So stay tuned. Let's check it out. So bathroom remodel tips number 1. Planning ahead. It's important that you really consider the features that you want the bathroom to have. I would say 90% of the bathrooms that we're doing now, they're kind of like a spa feel bathroom, meaning they have kind of higher end fixtures that are not going to leak, that are going to last a long time. Many of the master bathrooms have a separate tub, so like a deep soaker tub. This particular bathroom has got a really cool freestanding tub with some really nice plumbing fixtures. So the next thing you kind of have to consider is, what's your style going to be? Are you going to do modern? Are you going to do classic? Are you going to do transitional? So it's important to start thinking about this, because it really affects your budget, and it affects how your bathroom is going to be laid out. So I always say, let's start with a budget. Now, many of you may think, I think, get a budget confused with the construction costs. There's the dollar figure that you feel comfortable spending, and then there's what the project is actually going to cost. So just kind of get your head around a number. Most people have a number in their head about what they want to spend, and try and design it towards the budget. If you don't do that, you're going to get, the worst thing that could happen is that you get a design that you can't afford, and that's always not it's a tragic thing. So be realistic about the size and your budget and the costs. Don't, every once in a while we have a customer gets a little bit excited during the design phase, and then ends up, because they have a good taste, but good taste is expensive. So every once in a while someone designs a bathroom that's like or a kitchen for that matter, that's way above what they feel comfortable spending, and then it's kind of a frustrating situation for everybody. So kind of be clear on what you want to spend, and let's consider the cost as we design you a bathroom towards your budget. All right, selecting a contractor. I've got some other videos on picking a contractor, and we'll put a link to them below. But you got to understand this dynamic. In construction, 100% of all jobs will not be built for the original quoted amount. Why is this? Because everything is going to be hand built. Because there's dry rot, or there's deficient plumbing, or there's a bunch of different stuff. So don't choose the cheapest vendor. Don't hire somebody based on the price. Hire the person or the contractor or the company based on who you feel is competent, who you have a good, who you believe you can have a good working relationship with. These things are more important than who you feel you can trust. Obviously, if you have a referral or you check the person's references, these are all good things to do. So anyway, I have a video for that. You can check that out. It's in the description below. But please look at the contractor as an individual and see if that individual is somebody that you want to be working for. They're going to be at your house for 2 months, so you better get cozy up with the person that you're going to be going into business with here, or you're going to be hiring to do this job for you. All right, so just a couple quick tips. These are some of the questions you should ask. Are you involved? You should ask your potential contractor. Are you involved in the design phase? What is your process? How do you close the job at the end of the day? Closing the job at the end of the day is important because you want to make sure that people clean up after themselves, especially if you're going to be living in the house. If you're not going to be living in the house, then it doesn't matter as much. But you basically want, whatever the response is, you want there to be a process for each of these. So for example, if you ask me, hey, Alex, are you involved in the design phase? Yes, I'm involved in the design phase. In fact, I only do jobs that we are involved in the design phase. So we have an interior designer. Her name is Wendy. She helps people out, kind of bringing out what the person's style is, and then what they want the function to be in the space. That's her job. She's an expert at it. She's really good. Then the next question that somebody would ask me is like, hey, what's the process? So the process is we establish a budget with you. We design it towards the budget. We put together a scope of the work so that you know what you're getting for your money, and we get you a quote. And then we plan out the entire project on our software, and we show it to you before we start the work so you can see what's going to be done when. That's our process from beginning through construction to the end. And then another question would be, actually, I get those are the three main ones. So let's stick with that. You can go into a little bit more detail on the video of how to hire a contractor. All right, good contractor will provide you with references upon request. They will share pictures and videos of past projects. They'll share online reviews. They'll have websites with plenty of resources. They will know what they're doing, meaning they should have very detailed commentary about how a project gets built. And they'll be familiar with the process in your city. That's super important too. I'm down here in the South Bay, so I do LA all the way down to Palos Verdes, and then the other side of San Pedro. So we've done business here in the South Bay for 15 years, from LA all the way down here. When we get this all the time, other contractors that come in from, like, let's say the Valley, and they'll want to go and pull permits in Torrance or pull permits in Manhattan Beach, and they get frustrated with all the nuances, and they got to pull a city license and all the stuff that you have to, all this rigmarole. If you look behind me, all of those little sticker things here, those are all the business licenses that we have for all the cities. So I think actually, yeah, all of these things these are all the city licenses. So we already have them. You don't have to go through all that stuff. I know most of the city plan checkers and all that stuff. So in whatever city that you're thinking about hiring your contractor, hire them in that city. Don't bring them in from somewhere else, because they're not going to know the whole rigmarole. Look, I don't go down. I mean, I did a job in Anaheim just recently, but I don't like to do that. So I stay in my sand lot. When you deviate from that, you end up, it's a lot more frustrating than it has to be. So get yourself a local person. Go local. Local's good. All right, look at the reviews online, get some resources, have them show you some of their work. They should be pretty transparent about that, and they should have a good library of work done. The bigger the project is, the more important this is to do. If you've got $300 or $400 project, maybe it's not that important to do such a deep dive into the individual. But if you're going to do a good sized project, you're going to spend 20, 30 grand, you spend 50 grand, 100 grand, 300 grand, 600 grand. You better know who you're doing business with. Take a little bit of time and get to know them, and get to know who their team are. You want a team, by the way. If you talk to your contractor, you say, hey, who's on your team, or how are you going to get this job built? And it's them by themselves. That's like a recipe for a disaster. Look, these jobs are too big. You need 15, 20, 30 people, right? Because most contractors don't have one job going. We have about 6 or 7 jobs going on any given time. So you got to have people for that. You don't want, and one person can't do all the different trades. So you want to have somebody that's got a good network of subs that have been working with them for a long time. We've been working with most of our subs for over 5 years. I mean, some of them have been around with us for 10 years. So you got to have a good team. So look for that. Make sure you hire a contractor with a good team. All right. So let's see. This is the bathroom that we just finished in PV and in LA. This on the left here is kind of like the shell of the bathroom, of the shower in this case, and you can see that there's some components of. We do this very often. This is very typical for us. We will put the valve in one location, and then the shower head somewhere else. So in this case, you step in, you open the door. It's got a glass door, not yet, but it will, and you turn your water on, let it run for a little bit, get nice and warm. And you're dry during this point, right? And then you hop in your deal. And before we get started on this bathroom, let's take a quick little break, and we'll get into the master bathroom in Redondo Beach.
How many of you are concerned with COVID-19? We are too. The Manhattan Beach Police Department
and the Manhattan Beach Fire Department are trained in all types of emergencies to keep you and your family safe.
Although we may not have all the answers during these uncertain times,
it's important that you stay home and practice social distancing.
We're working hard day in and day out to protect you.
we are here for you, so please stay home for us.
Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Those guys over in Manhattan Beach PD, man, they're really good people. I've had over the years, I've had a opportunity to meet a few of them. So, support them. They're there for you if you need any help in Manhattan Beach. So let's get back into this. This is our bathroom in Redondo. It's a master bathroom. You got a double sink. Now, this is actually kind of cool. The cabinets, they wanted to keep them. They're in good shape. They're oak cabinets. So I had one of our vendors who's a furniture refinisher. He actually stripped them, primed them, and painted them. And the cool thing that happens when you do this is you get to pick the actual color of the cabinet. So we matched the cabinet and in this case the little medicine cabinet up there with the same color. And oak looks really good when you paint it. It looks really nice. So for a free cap, for a free brand new Bay Cities Construction cap, if you can get this correct, I will ship you a cap. All right, our new latest and greatest cap. Is the floor a vinyl waterproof tile but vinyl? Is it real wood, or is it a porcelain? Which of the three is it? If you get that right, and you're the first one to get it right, we'll ship you a new cap. Okay, so we've got a nice big stand, walk-in shower, and then you've got a separate tub over here. Very common tub shower separation, but it is uncommonly a big master for the South Bay. This isn't a tall and skinny, this is a 2 on a lot. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our bathroom remodel in Torrance. This is the one we just finished. We literally just finished this about a week ago. I'm going to do a review just on the cabinets. We've been using the Cleaf, CLEAF. Cleef product. So this is a plywood that's imported from Italy, and we can make custom cabinets with this laminated plywood, and you get a really good price on the material, because it's you save the money of staining or painting, priming and painting the cabinet. So it comes pre-finished. It's got a laminate film on it, so it's really durable. So we're gonna do a review on that, so stay tuned for that. So let's get into some of the other features of this bathroom. In this scenario, this is a freestanding tub, and where the corner is here, this was actually a hall closet. A lot of these houses in Torrance have that scenario where in the closet, in the hallway, you have a linen closet that protrudes into one of the bathrooms. So what we did is we demoed it out. We stripped all of the drywall from the ceilings and the walls. We put in new drywall, and we left it open on the bottom. Now, we did this old school in the sense that we used a mortar bed. We didn't put the tile on the drywall. If you do that and water gets behind that, the tiles fall out, and it's, frankly, it's a shit show. So we don't do that. We did it all old school. We floated the walls. We floated the walls in the shower. We did an old school shower pan, and we put in new tile floated on the backsplash. So we used this geometric tile on the countertop backsplash, and we did the entire 2 walls on the tub side. But we also ran the tile behind the toilet, so it looks really cool. I'll share that with you right now. And then we carved out. We made the shower. I think we made it. I want to say 12, maybe even 18 inches longer. The shower before, for many of you in Torrance that are in South Torrance in particular, your hall bathroom is probably, your shower is a tiny little, it looks like you're bathing in the closet. So when you remove the wall and go all the way to the hallway shared wall, which is this wall here, you end up doubling the size of the shower most of the time. So this is another angle. So this is from the tub looking towards the vanity, and you can see it's a double vanity. It looks tip top. This, I really got to give credit to my owners. They really had a lot of trust in me, and they gave me a lot of latitude in putting this thing together. And the Cleef product, I've been wanting to use this product for about 6 months now, and it's really kind of started to catch on. These are custom cabinets, okay, guys? This is actually going to be the kids' bathroom. The kids, that's why they did a double. Before, I think they had a single. They had a cabinet that was that big, but it was a single sink. So what we did is we put in some pull-outs, and this Cleef product, it's going to be super durable, super nice. Here you can see that we've got our niche, but also we've got the plumbing fixtures are here on this wall, and the door is actually on where did we put the door? The glass door. We have to shoot a picture with that glass door in there. So anyway, pretty neat little layout. Nice big spacious shower. They saved some money by using the Cleef plywood doors. And So see, we've got the wand on this side, and then we've got the shower head here. So this is what I remember now. This is where the door is going to be. This is kind of a compressed picture, right? So the shower is actually a lot bigger. But right here, the glass sits, so you open the door, turn on your water, and then your shower head's on the right-hand side. So it's pretty tip-top. It's nice. And then, that's right, we put in the hand wand on this side, because when you're done, you can rinse out all of the walls in the shower, and you're not going to get wet. So it's a cool deal. And the other thing, too, is if you could use this, depending on where you have this on the slider, you can use this little wand as a shower head, too. It's kind of cool. This bathroom is all Grohe fixtures, and Hans Grohe is it's a German company. They make really tip-top, not super high-end, but they're definitely high-end valves. They'll last a lifetime. And then the masterpiece of the space, this beautiful kind of an egg. It kind of reminds me of like an eggshell tub. It's a freestanding tub, kind of heavy. We had to do a little bit of retrofitting underneath the tub itself to hold the weight. and we put in brand new plywood on this, so we definitely prepared the space for the load. This shower valve, sorry, the tub filler is, you know, we kind of had a very lengthy conversation about where to stick it. First, we were going to put it over here. Then we talked about maybe on the corner. Now, you notice that you can access the base of this entire tub, around the tub, relatively easily. And that's my pet peeve. I don't want to put these, I've seen these tubs installed way too close to the walls, and then it's a nightmare to clean them. You get all sorts of kind of crazy lint and crust and kind of nastiness in there, and you can't get in there. So, especially if you got young kids, they like to splash when they get in here, and you know, they have a good old time taking a bubble bath, but they make kind of a mess, so you have to be able to get back in there and dry out the area. So this, you can see how we placed it, that you have nice, good access all the way around the tub, and you're not going to have any of those issues. Kind of a little close-up. It's got a low-profile overflow deal. The drain, this is an overflow drain on the tub, and then the tub filler, that was another thing that we talked about in detail, is where to put it so that it doesn't splash. When the water comes out of the filler, you want it to hit the angle, you want it to hit the angle of the tub so that it doesn't splash. And then here, this is kind of a straight shot of the vanities. Double vanity, pretty straightforward. It's not a huge vanity, so there isn't enough room to put a drawer bank and all that stuff, but we did put some pullouts so that at least you can store some stuff on there and have easy access to it. Close up. This is my favorite sink. It's our go-to Margeaux-Maribelle Sink, and it's a parabolic sink at the bottom. It drains really good. If you know, when you shave your face and you're, you know, kind of cleaning out your razor, this will not leave what I like to call abandoned, you know, little abandoned hairs on the base of the sink. It drains really good, and it's super easy to keep clean. It's undermounted, nice and tight. It looks great. It'll look great for a long time. Here's kind of a close-up of those Hans Grohe plumbing fixtures. I mean, honestly, it's like Grohe has, for modern style fixtures, Grohe is the way to go. They almost look like you know, a little works of art, right? Like the cool angles and stuff that it has. And I really realized that in this case, the customer picked the fixture, so she had them already before we came into the deal. And when I looked at them, it inspired me to find her some geometric tile. I've been wanting to use this. This is a brand new tile from MSI for this year. It's a 2020 tile. And I saw the colors that she wanted based on the Pinterest board and all that. So I put something together for her that captured, I think, the look she was looking for. So she's totally stoked with it. Now, another cool feature is, there's two really cool features about this shot. To most people, it's like, okay, well, that's a toilet in the corner. So yes, it's a toilet in the corner. That is correct. But look how we ran the tile behind that, right? This is going for that spa look. And then the second thing is we made the base cove out of the same floor tile, and then we put a metal edge on top to cover the edge. So what this does is, if the kids splash, they make a mess, traditionally you would have like a wood or an MDF baseboard, and when that thing gets exposed to wood, it gets distorted, it gets damaged, it gets funky, and what?
Exposed to water.
Yes, exposed to water. When the traditional wood or MDF baseboards get exposed to water, they get funky, they distort, they don't look good. Again, what I want is, if you invite me to go remodel another part of your house in 5 or 10 years, I want the original work that we did for you to last. I just went in actually to a return customer. I did her bathroom 5 years ago, and the bathroom looks great. The floor looks great. The countertops look great, and the idea is that if you get quality components that are durable, your bathroom will last you a very long time. 10, 15 years, not a problem. Especially if your countertops are durable and correct, and your tile was set correctly, you should enjoy your space for a long time. Anyway, this is one of the techniques that we use for that. These floorboards, or excuse me, these baseboards made out of tile help get us there. So, okay, this floor in here is really cool. It looks like wood. It's 3D, and it's definitely something that has to be set correctly. You could see that the tiles are offset by 1/3. You don't want them to be offset by much more than that, because they have a curvature that's part of the manufacturing process, and the grout will look weird if you do that. I've seen dozens of floors that people did not adhere to that principle, and the floors they don't look right. So anyway, this is kind of the setup. The grout lines are very nice and tight. They're not going to have a whole lot of grout exposed, and it's going to be super easy to clean. Definitely going to last the test of time. So this little video here is of a bathroom that we finished. Where's this bathroom? Whose bathroom is this?
Redondo, I believe it's on Clark.
This is our video over on Clark in Redondo Beach. It's 2 and a lot, and we didn't remove the drywall on the walls and the ceiling. This was basically, we kept the cabinets, kept the drywall, we changed out the plumbing fixtures, put in new tile, a nice little mosaic. I think this year I've been a little bit inspired by some of the geometric shapes. This is not a very expensive tile. It looks like marble, but it doesn't have any of the negative parts about marble. It's not porous, it won't stain, it's super easy to clean, and our customers wanted a nice blue strong tile, and we came up with this really cool shaped tile. The fixtures, I believe, are Kohler, and we got a quartz countertop. We painted their cabinets. That's the color that they picked out, and then they kept the tub, and we put a new deck around it, and put new tile around it, put new tile on the floor. Really pretty durable tile. The shower is huge. It's got shower head. It's got a wand, hand wand. So that's the wand, what you're looking at right now. It's got a little bench. That bench was already there. We needed to keep it there because there was a little bit of was covering some stuff that had to stay there. It's got a nice rain head deal. Actually, it's not a rain head. That's an adjustable shower head. The kind of 2-piece toilet, but real clean look. You can see the sides are nice and tight. Spacious shower. The windows stayed. Put a new niche, and we put the fan in there. So this is what it looked like before. You can see we kept the tile. We kept the cabinets. We even kept the door. Kept the front door, the entrance door. So pretty big difference. Pretty big drastic difference. We also made. I think we rebuilt the pony wall. So this is I think it was built in the 80s. This house could have been early 90s, but a nice clean look, frameless shower. So that's the deal. So that is our projects, the projects that we've done so far this year. And I want to take any questions. Part of what makes this show fun is when we take viewer questions. So if you have any questions, Brian, give me the questions. What do we got, man?
Yeah, some of our viewers have some questions, and I also have some of the most common questions that we usually get.
Oh yeah, great.
In regards to bathrooms.
That's right.
So one of the most common questions is, how long does a bath remodel like this actually take to build?
I think this one was about 3 months. I think it was 3 months. But we did more than the bathroom remodel. We also repainted, and we repainted the handrail, the stairs, and then there was some hallway cabinets that were completely refinished. So they were stain grade, and we converted them to paint. And they got to pick some really cool custom colors. And we did their front door. Maybe we should have photographed that. Yeah, we did the front door. We stained the front door. A lot of you guys, if you guys have those mahogany front doors and you're starting to get that weather staining, we can strip them down for you, restain it, seal it, and put a UV coating on there, and it'll last another 20 years. It'll be cool.
One of the viewers wants to know, if they want to remodel their bathroom like this one, do they need plans for their bathroom model?
You do. You need some plans. You need a floor plan for them. You need you need something to take to the city. Redondo requires some kind of a floor plan. So does Torrance, by the way. This was a Redondo Beach job. The one with the blue tile, the other one was a Torrance job, and we did a full set of plans because we had to move walls and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a cool deal.
Somebody likes the freestanding tub. They want to know what brand is that tub.
That was AmeriCorp. Let's see. The customer picked this out, so it just so happens that you took a nice close-up shot of that tub. So the fixtures are Growy, Amerish. You can probably find this tub at Ferguson's or Pacific Sales, or online, of course. But that tub's really cool. It's a synthetic tub. It's not a. It's a polymer type tub, so it's good. It's a durable tub.
Another viewer wants to know, how much does a bathroom like that cost? The one with the freestanding tub.
It's close to 40 grand. This thing was like 39. It was close to 40 grand. If it was 38, yeah, I don't know, 40. I think it was like 40 grand. And it's definitely a higher end bathroom. You know, you can get a bathroom done for 15 grand, but it's not going to be geometric tile. It's not going to have a separate tub. It's not going to.
Is it going to look like that?
It's not going to look like that. It's going to look like an apartment type deal for 15 grand, which is fine if that's what your budget's 15 grand. We'll build it 15 grand now. I built bathrooms that are $120,000, $130,000. Doesn't matter to me. It's up to you. My job is to get you the bathroom that you want at the price you can afford. What else we got?
One of our viewers wants to know about Growy. Where can they get Growy products?
You can get Growy anywhere. Growy has U.S. distribution for sure. So you can get it at Ferguson's, you can get it at Pacific Sales, you can get it online. It's you can get it anywhere. And they're like the marquee kind of modern looking valve. If you have a traditional look, they have some transitional stuff, but they're not. They're mostly this style. It's kind of a cool slick line type of deal.
Another viewer wants to know, are walk-in showers expensive?
A walk-in shower, like what's in this video here? Yeah, they're expensive. I think if you're gonna convert a small shower or convert a tub to like a full-size shower, that whole party costs about 15 grand. So, because you got to redirect stuff. If you have a house built in the 70s, your plumbing is probably in bad shape. Your drains are in bad shape. Luckily, this house, somebody at some point had changed out the sewer lines, so we can connect it. You have to understand that these old houses, their infrastructure, houses built in the 70s, their infrastructure is past its lifespan. So many times, 90% of the times, we have to run new sewer lines, new vent lines. We have to. You cannot connect a new pipe to a piece of old rotted cast iron. You can't do it. So you got to change it. So, I would imagine the tile work, the plumbing, all that stuff. That component of it by itself is 15 grand. That's a very real number. What else you got?
That's a very good segue to one of the most common questions that we get. Like, what are unforeseen costs that you can run into?
Unforeseen costs are termite damage, sewer lines, sewer connections that are bad, and it's mostly those two: it's termite damage and sewer lines. Or every once in a while there'll be some electrical issues, like you don't have. This is more of a problem for a kitchen remodel, that the house doesn't have the capacity to deal with the additional circuits. Not so much with the bathroom. Bathroom remodel, it's normally there's leaking in the windows leak and they cause termite damage, or the old shower pan that only had a 15 or 18 year life and now it's like 40 years old, it had been leaking and there's a lot of termite damage. There was a house where we removed the tile and the tile was holding up the floor plan. I don't understand how that property owner didn't fall through the shower floor. There was nothing left. All the wood had been eaten by the termites because the leak had gone on for so long. So those are the two things that will bust your budget. Actually, this job we stayed on budget. I don't think there was there were any major change orders there. I think there was a few trash haul fees or something like that. It wasn't bad at all. But granted, I priced this out This bathroom, the one with the geometric tiles, the bathroom had been demoed already because they had suffered an insurance claim, like there was some water damage, so it had been demoed. So we knew everything that we had to price out from the beginning, and we ended up painting like the hallway and the kids' bedrooms on that job. So, but that was just added. They wanted more work done. It wasn't like a surprise thing that we had to deal with when we opened up the walls.
Somebody wants to know, how much space do you need for a his and hers vanity?
Ideally, 8 feet is good. You could do a his and hers for 6 feet, but 8 makes it better. We're designing a bathroom right now where the owner wants like a makeup area where she can sit down and put her makeup on. So I think that vanity is like 8 feet total. Yeah, something like that. 6 minimum, 8 feet ideal.
One of the viewers wants to know, what's your opinion on pedestal sinks? Do you like them?
Pedestal
Drawbacks?
sinks? No, pedestal sinks are cool. The only thing is you don't have any storage. I would use a pedestal sink in a bathroom that is very tight or that you need floor space to maneuver. Those are good. Some people like smaller pedestal sinks when they're trying to get wheelchair access, things like that. But yeah, pedestal things are nice. You're just going to give up a little bit of storage, that's all.
Speaking of sinks, somebody wants to know, how can I get a floating sink installed? What do they need?
Floating sink is a different deal. Floating sink, that means, for those of you who don't know what a floating sink is, the sink, the vanity doesn't touch the floor. It's suspended on the wall. So you have to do a little bit of wall prep. You got to put a little bit of concrete on that wall so it doesn't crush, and you have to have the right hardware. It's really important that the hardware is correct and that it goes on the inside of the cabinet. If you don't install this correctly, the sinks over time, or the vanity over time, will sag and it'll separate, and it's kind of a nightmare, especially after the stone is in. It's really hard to go back and fix that later. So there's a process. It's more expensive, but some people really dig that look, so we'll do that. No problem. We're here to make you happy. We're here to get you the look that you want. Any other questions?
Yeah, one viewer, it looks like they're thinking of doing some type of bath remodel. They want to know if that's something that they can get started now. Is construction safe?
Yes, we can do all of your design virtually. So we can set up a Zoom meeting. You can meet me. The first meeting is, so this is our process. You give us a call, send us some pictures of your space you want to remodel. We'll book a Zoom meeting. We'll have a conversation about the space, what's possible, what can be done. We'll talk about some money, what's going to cost. And then if you want to move forward with us, we'll do a design agreement. You will set up an appointment and a series of appointments with Wendy, our designer, and she'll help you pick out the perfect look. And once all your stuff is designed out, then she gives me all of the components. I'll come up with a job scope and a price, and we'll give you a construction. Once you agree to hire us to do the job, I'll give you a construction schedule and an idea of what it's going to take to finish it, how much time it's going to take to finish the job. If you're good with all that, we'll sign a deal and we'll get started with your construction. And that's basically the deal. Most bathrooms are about 2 months, 2 to 2.5 months. If it's kind of complicated and you have hard access to your place, you should probably count on spending. If you have hard access to your place, it could be 3 months. Or if you have intricate tile work, things like that.
Another one of our viewers would like to know, how can they make a small bath look bigger? Do you have any tips?
Yes, the best tips for making a small bath bigger is by making the bathroom bigger. So one of the techniques that we use all the time is we absorb those linen closets that are in the hallways. When your bathroom backs up against the linen closet, we remove all of the framing and we absorb that space. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? But it is. So if you take 3 by 3 feet, that's 9 square feet. Now, consider the fact that most of these South Bay bathrooms are 35 square feet. So if you add 9 square feet, you're almost adding 20% to the square footage. So it gives you the flexibility to move things around. Then the next thing you also want to deal with is the storage. You want to have storage, and you want it to be functional and easy to get to. And those are all the things these are the types of things that we can help you with. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for tuning in. Every week we have a show for you. And if you want to learn more about kitchen or bathroom remodeling, please visit our blog page. This website is dedicated, it's created for you so that you can be a better informed consumer. We have hundreds of blog articles. We've got well over 100 videos on YouTube and Facebook, and it's all free resources for you to do your homework and have a better understanding of what you want and how to get it and what it's going to cost. We have articles on cost, we have articles on design, we have some review articles, and we're going to be putting together more content regarding reviews, product reviews, and frankly, we'd like to hear from you. What types of articles do you want us to present, and what type of video content do you want? Because we're here to give you what you want. So I want to thank you very much for participating and watching the show. Remember, we can put together an interior design. We can provide the architectural engineering if you need it, represent you with the city, and then manage your project and the active construction. So thank you very much. Don't miss another episode. Please make sure you like us on Facebook and you subscribe on YouTube. And even if you're watching this on a pre-recorded episode, please put your comments in the comment section. We always respond, and we will gladly answer any questions that you have. You want to contact our offices, check it out. You want to find out what people are saying about us online, go to Yelp and Houzz and Google and all that good stuff. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much for watching the show. My name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction. Minding you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.
Looking for a bathroom remodel in the Southern California and Los Angeles area? If you've shopped and you've looked at prices and have no clue where to start, let Bay Cities Construction get you started with a quote of get design, interior design, project scope, and know exactly what it will cost to get your bathroom remodeled. There is no guesswork and no need to shop around. Just take time out of the equation to get your new bathroom in 90 days. Get your estimate now at baycitiesconstruction.com. That's baycitiesconstruction.com.
Hey guys, glad you stayed for the whole show and my offer. So every week, if you didn't know this, every week we put together a show, and after the show I give you an offer that's related to what the show topic was about. So in this case, we're doing bathroom remodels, so I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to pay up to $400 of your building permits. I've never done that. Normally people pay for the permits and they reimburse me. So on this offer, if you book this offer, you have to tell me or Brian that you saw this as part of the episode. What is this, 41?
41.
As part of episode 41, you stayed in, you watched the entire video. We're going to cover your building permits up to $400. All right. So if you want to take advantage of that, please go on to baycitiesconstruction.com right now. Put in your info and type on there April bathroom offer, $400 building permit. And that way it'll remind us that we snuck in the secret offer. This is not something that I widely advertise. It's a special gift to folks that really want to learn more about us, how we do business. They care about the type of work that we do and how we do it. And that's evident by the fact that you stayed and watched the whole video. So I want to say a little thank you for doing that. And the way that I do it is by covering up to $400 of your building permits. Now, it doesn't matter what city you're in, Redondo, Torrance, Manhattan Beach, I'll cover the first $400 that'll be on me. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family are safe. God bless. My name is Alex from Bay Cities Construction. Minding you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.
Kitchen you want today from Bay Cities Construction in the Southern California and Los Angeles area. There is no better company who takes time out of the equation to get you a detailed plan of what your new kitchen will look like. Get your design plans done, your interior design plans done, and entire project scope done right now. Get your finished kitchen in 90 days or less. We are the best in the Los Angeles and Southern California area, and there's no need to shop anywhere else. Just get started with Bay Cities Construction. Go to baycitiesconstruction.com. That's baycitiesconstruction.com.
name's Alex Rodriguez reminding you,
You don't need a contractor.
you need a team of pros.